Man, let's bring it in, family. Man, been hard. Wonder what's coming on next. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed the interview yesterday. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? We got another powerful one tonight, family. I'm trying to set them up. I'm trying to do a thing. Because, you know, some realizations hit me yesterday. Brother Malik. Let me come in because, you know, he's still a show. I gotta go on. Go ahead, bro.
Feel the rhythm that I give him and the wisdom that I drop. You can't stop it, can't top it. Take a biscuit, sop it. It's ethereal, quite literal, more advanced than fiber optics. The truth that I flip may cause inflictions. I rip the script with conviction. I mean this. Alright, I grips the mic like kind of fiendish. Malik A will all be super genius in science and mathematics that allow me to say this. Not an ego, let's say we go back to Uraeus. You robbed us, Uraeus, flee the chaos and confusion. Stimulating the five senses is not a mere illusion. Love and wisdom is all put it together like fusion. Soldiers poised out to give a new world a contusion. Hit down, I'm Helen from the sun. Hit down, I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Hit down, I'm Helen from the sun. Hit down, I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Heretics and some critics, they say we rank first. We're not the baddest of the bad, nor the worst of the worst. We strive for some ornament in harmony with the universe. So whether we're unmovable like Mount Kilimanjaro, Africans will laugh again, so I say no sorrow. We are the people of the day before yesterday. We are the people of the day after tomorrow. I have a dream someday that our youth will be walking down the streets, contemplating, nibbling on ginseng roots, giving hell to those who aren't hard for sure, but for show. Pretending what you hadn't thought but said and didn't know. Claiming sets, throwing up gang signs, society's got you snared. What the hell is that sign language? For the spiritually impaired, I'm not a player hater, I'm just a player fader. What goes around comes around, vengeance is mine, I'll catch you later. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm Helen from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm Helen from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. No man shall get the best of me, woman's the great test of me. The part of me that strives up and begins to pull up the rest of me. Conquering selfish, true manifest destiny, and good reflects this. As I become more mindful, godliness pierces the blindfold, and I take it to the 9, so you can't check this. I pumps courage to the chest when suckers come for test, and when they come for test, there's no need to press a 9. I've got to buck a sucker with great outflux of the mind. My clairvoyance is a product of mind sight, creating foresight instead of hindsight. My buoyancy is a reflection of my hardship. I've been through much, and I'm beyond death. My legacy is a reflection of my guardship. I hold a tight grip until my last breath. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm Helen from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. No gimmicks, just a few turntable tricks, executed by DJ Superman top notch. More vision than Blackwatch, he steps upon the heads of DJs like a quick game of hopscotch. Wherever the top drops, then we must begin with musical sustenance. True, that comes through.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah.
We were born to be great.
Oh my God, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black.
We were born to be great.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Ujima journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Ujima journey, and let's build together.
That's why I praise God. I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Peace. I want to send out some shots to my Baba Kelsey, to all my brothers and my sisters in Casa and Underground Railroad. I'd like to send some specials out. My brother Water, my brother Seven Guests. I was just about to come in, but still had me playing. I'm like, hey, song older than a lot of people listening. Damn. All right, let's switch before something good come on. I had to reminisce, you know. Family, welcome. Great day, great day. Welcome to G&J Media. This is the Daily Toast. You have arrived the right place. We're going to lift up these ancestors in a moment, family, and, you know, run down the timeline. You know, I'm running late. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. So let's try to get this transition in. Let's see, in 3,
Welcome
2,
to Ujima.
1. There we go.
It's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass
Lift your pitcher of that water.
or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your
Let's
ancestors.
toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on. Pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Man, family, it's time for us to do this toast. It's time for us to get to the toast. I want to thank everybody for taking the time. Shouts out to Elder Margarita. How you doing? Right? Shouts out, shouts out. You know what I'm saying? Family, listen, once again, welcome to Giami Journey. I want to make sure that you know that you are in the right place, family. So, first off, I want to let you know that you are standing, yes, you are standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. Of course, you know, why we dropping frames? Come on, man. Drop frames 170? That's a lot of goddamn frames. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. And I am your host, Brother Hot Tim. Very serious, my very serious and solemn voice. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple Production. Where we strive to blow up your old guys. We gotta blow them up. They got to be blown to smithereens because they holding us back. They holding us back. Family. So we are here for the toast. And I had to go down and test out one more time. Because family, I'm trying to get it just right. Trying to get it just right. Okay. See, when you shake it and it's almost ready or close to ready, it start talking back to you, right? Then we pour. Let's watch it pour. Let's see. This is unfiltered.
Y'all see the changes because y'all saw the T when we first started, you know, and this a good camera, so y'all get some good colors here. Okay. It pours good. All right. Let me do something before we toast. I'm gonna go and pour this in with the other one. Cause we don't want the little natties to go on and just contaminate. Well, I'm gonna drink mine. Shit, I'm telling you. A gnat is extra protein to me. Like, y'all, I don't eat meat. Eat some protein, you know. So go on, gnat. Be foolish enough to jump into Brother Hatim's drink thinking I'm not gonna drink it. That'd be yo. Shit. You getting drunk. All right, great morning to you. We're about to do our toast. Lifting up our ancestors. Shouts out to Miss Jackson. How are you doing? Let me know how I can get some kombucha. My daughter keeps talking about. Okay. Hey, girl, this is that ambrosia. This is that June. And I don't like melanin. I'm going to have to come down there, I guess, right? That's what we're going to have to do. Because, man, you could brew. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I could do, yeah, we got to talk. All right, here we go. So, family, if you have ancestors that you want to add to the list, let me go and make sure that you can follow the instructions to do that. Because, you know, like I said, I want to keep it fair. You know what I'm saying? Because as we pour for these ancestors, right, we become closer. We tribing up. Right? This is some deep stuff that's popping off here, right? You know. And also, if we don't recognize anything about this generation, let's understand how powerful these babies' prayers are. Please understand how powerful these babies' prayers are. I mean, I went all the way through school. I got a couple of snow days for some prayers, you know. You know, most of y'all got them snow days too, so all of us, we could take credit for it. But this generation prayed for no school and got a pandemic. You know what? Pan means all. Pan means all, right? You know, and during this pandemic, I'm really thinking about, I'm rethinking and thinking about how we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So at Ujima, we try to be ahead of the curve. So of course y'all know we're trying to do the festival. We're gonna digitize a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying, for a little while, maybe a year or so. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna take a while for the country to get over this, and a lot of people gonna be in shock, and a lot of people, you know, some of us gonna be able to come out in crowds, but others is like, you know what I'm saying? So we got to be able to service everybody. So we're going digital. We're gonna be doing what we call a DigiFest on May 20th. I will be giving you more information about that right now. We're trying to make sure we got some speakers lined up, some type of entertainment, but we're going to bring it to you. And it's going to be live. It's going to be beautiful. But this Pan, right? Pan means all. And our babies, man, they prayed. You know, it's like, yo, they got a pandemic. You know, we could get them but snow days. They got even. I want y'all to think about this. This is how powerful these babies is, right? I mean, we can say a lot of things about this generation, but this generation got some type of connect. Because listen, they got hot days. I've been alive a long time. I have never seen school closed because it was too hot. Not here. In Ohio? Shit. I'm just like, hot days. What's that? It was too hot to go to school. You know, not for where I go. You know, when we go to school, you know, our kids was mad. But you know, the prayer came true, but it just didn't work out quite for them. So they went to praying. And they prayed up a pandemic. Now, I don't know, but family, Pan means all. The P-A-N in front of it. Demic, I think the root word is demos, people, or some shit like that. Close, you know. Pan, all humans. You know what I'm saying? And it's a pandemic, man, and so I have to really rethink some of the stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting up here like, some of the stuff that's being asked of me, I'm just like, oh my God. You know, but you know, a lot of people ain't taking it real, right? Like, you know, we got the protesters, and I'm just waiting for some of those cases to pop off with some of those people who, you know what I'm saying? What should be the response when one of the protesters, when one of the protesters that was black in the ambulance that was trying to get to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? What should be the response? You know, we got individuals out, man, it's getting foolish out here. We're going to go through some of the news today because there's some major things that I think that we need to be paying attention to. But family, once again, if you have ancestors that you want to add to the list, by all means, just post them up on the timeline now. Or, you know, or like I said, you can go to the Black Signal because we're going to keep the Black Signal open because we got some supporters, and we're looking for more supporters, family. We're looking for our first 100 supporters, and I know that we could count on you to be one of those, right? And I'm honestly of the mindset if we get 100, we get 1,000. I know how to help 1,000 people easily. I know, you know what I'm saying? And I know out of that 1,000, I at least changed 100 lives. So that's 10%. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing pretty good, right? So I know that 10% out there right now is like, yo, man, just pull out the card, go to gnjmedia.support, and let's go and help them build this media piece. I'm telling you, look, projects I want to work on. I want to do a documentary on rites of passage. I'm talking about going to the roots, looking at the ancient roots of it, being able to talk to people that still got it going on over in Africa, explore it, and then come here and look at the many forms of rites of passage, the good ones and the bad ones, right? Ones that were set up by us for our good and ones that were set up for us by others, and other ones that just sprung up. Right? But I mean, I really would like to take a deep look. I got a couple of filmmakers that could help me with this project. But like I said, that's not going to be free. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to be free. And it's like, yo, and people are like, well, you could do a what does it call it? The Fund Me type thing. But I'm like, why not just do subscribers? Because I'm not asking for people to just give. We do an exchange. When you get to us, you get access to our total library. All those that are supporters, all of the products that come directly from Giame, you get free access to. All of the products, right? So now we got Dr. Kelsey's book coming out, so I got to make an arrangement with Dr. Kelsey so we can make sure that, you know, we are putting money in his coffers because he put work in there. But as those individuals that support Giame, we are going to make sure that you get access to that book. You know what I'm saying? And it will be coming as soon as I get the final write-up, and I'm going to make a deal with him as far as members of Giame or the support group. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting y'all's. All right? So now, but anyway, I don't even know how I got on that. How I get on that? Man, this agent thing is incredible. So let's go to the Daily Toaster screen. You see, I'm standing on the shoulder of my ancestors. You know, I get to do it every morning, stand up on the shoulders of my ancestors. But what's more incredible, family, is that I can't wait to see what the next group does with this. I can't wait to see what the ones following me do with this. Right? Where they take it. It's like I get overwhelmed just thinking about it because it's just like, yo, man. But anyway, first giving honor to the creator by our name. You choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that creator. And guess what we say? That's right. We say the word of power. Ashe, so be it. Ashe, life energy. We throw it in there. calling on that creator. From there, we move to our ancestors, our group, our list of our personal ancestors that combine us as a tribe, that support us in all of our efforts, our extended family. Once again, going back to lesson mode, class in session, family. We got extended family, and we're not just talking about cousins. We got ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Leave a space open for them when you have your family functions, when you have your meetings and stuff like that. Leave a space so that they know that they're welcome, so we can start honing in and tapping into them through our intuition, or as Dr. Kelsey called it, that discernment that he talked about in the health aspect of his book. Family. Wait, I can't wait to release it. I can't wait to release it. But anyway, by the way, just to let y'all know, let me go on and make sure that y'all see it. Where we at? Where we at? Where you at? I think it's, which is it this scene? There it go. There the book. Right there. 11 steps for organizing and empowering African-centered organizations for victorious living. Now, the title is long, and I've been talking with them about, but this one I want to keep because it got that for victorious living. I just can't text it. I tried to put it in the title for the show, but it was just too long for that. But the idea for developing a group for victorious living, and this is what we doing when we sit up here toasting our ancestors, right? Victorious living. We had this is almost a luxury. I'm able to stream to possibly hundreds of people every week, us toasting every day. Man, we live in a blessed existence. Blessed, right? That we could do this. Right? So let's keep the blessings going. We raise up our glass. We salute our ancestors. And I'm going to go by the list. I put it up when I can't remember. Take my breath to get my mind right. Got my water, so I'm balanced right now. I'm going to start drinking that coffee in a minute. Y'all know how I get on that coffee, family. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris Pendergast, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, of our Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown Senior, no, Herman Brown Jr., of our Brown, Gina Gaines. Let me start over. Good God Almighty. It's going to be one of those days. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris Pendergast, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Finn, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, of our Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Nomo X, Sapet Mount, Ramalika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Tridge, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Daniel Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Felix Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie P. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Welly, Vita Farmer, Augusto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harry Hasbury Sr., Linda Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keishta Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles Ramsey. Might be making up names right now. Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernest Steve Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Buster, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinelli, Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and David Fred Douglas Triggs II, Pina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Judy Monares, Gina Rowe Jones, Jana Callahan. We also have William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, Depretis Hines, Ines Bostic, and the Bostic Winifred Scannerbay, Wilson Haley, Emma High, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratley, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Pitty Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Will Longmire, Eddie Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, Georgia Haley Johnson, George and Hallie Johnson, or is it Haley? George and sister called me because my mind. George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Jean Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Ted McCain, Spitz and Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Senior Mally Miller, Howsy Hashtag Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Roy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Artie Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Barnes, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekhar Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jack and the Brothers, Reginald Alvin, Mazmin Kofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We move on to our Black Book. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Gardner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lunk, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, Nigel Turner, Andra, why, this second day I did that. Brothers on my mind. Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons. Got black signal but didn't notice it until just now. Giving thanks all the same. Shouts out to brother Kwame, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant. Did I say Geneva Simmons? Want to make sure. Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman, the second, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Jashonda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, True City Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Imogene White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Anwright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sable Winston, Chris Kenning, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko, D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown. Family, we raise up our glass to all of our ancestors. Let me double check and make sure there are no other ancestors added to the list. We got people on here from Facebook, so Facebook is posting up on here. Twitch is posting up. Shouts out. Shouts out to Miss Stephanie Jackson. So good to see you. All right. Margarita Robella Glenn. Shouts out. Elder Margarita, of course. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. But, of course, they telling me I got 0 viewers. I got people up here. All right, it's cool. I ain't going to argue. I ain't going to fuss. I ain't going to fight. I ain't going to be no gnash of the teeth here. But we raise our glass to our ancestors who will make us victorious. As Elder Margarita, quoting Elder Margarita, we will win. We will win. We will win. We always do, right? We play the long game. Even though we forgot our ancestors set it in motion, just like we got to set the long game in motion for our babies, right? But we gonna bring, we winning. We winning, family. Listen, this pandemic, this hall is just, we gonna talk about it. So we lift up our glass and we salute our ancestors, upon whom shoulders we stand. I'm very grateful that the family have trusted me with the names, and I'm humbled every day that we get to do this, and I get to go out of here blessed. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully bringing some blessings to you, hopefully bringing some value to your life, right? So we lift up our glass. We say, "Ashe from near family." You know where we go. We go into that moment. We go into that present moment. There's nothing like the present moment, and the power that's in present moment. Power in this present moment. A lot of us let these moments go to waste. Don't do it. Don't do it, right? This moment is all we have. We always in a moment. So we got to start using it, and we got to start manifesting the things that we need in these moments. We're wasting them. A lot of us is waiting for future events to happen rather than taking advantage of this after the pandemic, after I get my degree, after it's always something after. It's always, or if this would have had happened. No, we got to make our moment now. Family, we are in a very blessed position as far as like how our ancestors, how we see the universe. It's a continuum, past, present, and future. You know what I'm saying? We hold the power right now to make changes. We hold the power to shape reality. We hold the power to form history in the moment. Our ancestors can't do it. They could do it through us, only through us. Our children can't do it because they're not here yet, but they're part of that ancestor. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, we are the ones that's able to affect the changes that are necessary. So we want to salute this moment right now. We want to give all, and once again, we want to give all of our Ujima born, and that's Sister Cynthia. Because I need to talk with Sister Cynthia. But anyway, that's Sister Cynthia. That's one person. Who else is born in Ujima? We got any other Ujima babies out there? Because like I said, once we get this Discord popping off, y'all got your own room in the Giami mansion. In Giami land, y'all got your own room. You know, just like Coogee Chaglia, baby. So family, first off, saluting all of those born on Ujima. Family, as I usually do, I ask you to turn on your reticular formations consciously. We want to consciously seek out our principle. The principle of the day is Ujima. Get out there, find Ujima, take a picture of it, write about it, dance about it, do whatever you want with it. You know what I'm saying? And if you do something beautiful and something creative, share it with us on Giami Journey. Hashtag Ujima. Hashtag Ujima found. Hashtag. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag Ujima Day. Hashtag Ujima Born. Hashtag Ujima in action. You know what I'm saying? Post it up and let us know. For those that don't speak the language, and y'all should, and if you don't speak the language, it's very simple to learn what we talking about. In many ways, all you got to do is get the free e-course. It's a free, we provide a free e-course with a nice curriculum that can get you up on the language, right? I mean, we not playing here. I mean, they might be playing in other places, but Giami ain't playing. Trying to tell y'all. All right, so for those who don't speak the language, Ujima's collective work and responsibility. This is the day of collective work and responsibility. Also, in the Maitic system, it is the day of righteousness. The color is blue, as you can see by my dark blue sweatshirt, which I would kind of think, this is kind of what I was thinking when I was thinking indigo, something like this. Just a little bit brighter, I think. You know, but anyway. But what I know, I'm just a random dude on YouTube. Respect is what we teach the young people. Blue is the color. Vibration is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. So my fault, we got 2 Akuas right now. So family, what's going on? We lifting up our glass, we saluting this moment. We saluting this power in this moment. We are pledging, and we're keeping our pact with our ancestors. Make sure that we maintain what they have left us. And we're making a promise to our children, and we're going to give them more than we was left. So we raising our glass, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? It's a very simple path from here. Where do we go? We raise our glass to our children, our children's children, on to infinity, family. We are always here. We shall always be here if we handle our business in the moment. See, our future is determined on what we do in the moment. See how it's connected, right? And our history is connected to what we do in the moment, because if we stop existing, who is left to talk about the history? We leave it there for others to say, oh, that was us. Oh, yeah, that was us. And you want to do that. If you want to do that and you cool with that, by all means, go ahead and do that for your bloodline. But as they say, as for me and mine, shit, we fight for every inch, right? We're raising that glass to this moment, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we did the moment. Future generations, children on to infinity. We say Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations. We toast and we say Ashe from all of our relations, family. This is time for that selfish toast. This is for you. Those of you out there hustling and grinding. I know some of y'all just now being able to take a see, for some of y'all, this is the first time in your life that you was actually able to just like sit down and really look at your life. Quarantine. It took a pan event, an all-encompassing event for you to sit down and be like, damn, this is my life. Right? We raise a glass. Ashe. From there, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most heroic individual in the room, I lift my glass up to you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. As we say in Ujima, K-N, the sip. God damn. This shit tastes like nectar now. It's thick like a nectar. I don't know if I'm going to be able to let this go. I don't know. I every morning I have to go through this. I got people waiting, and I'm sitting up here like, I don't know. Mama Margarita casting, sin venganza, no say, mama no say, sin embargo, si vamos a vencer algo más, sobre vencer. Oh, that's Kwame showing off, trying to rap with my. Play it on your own channel, man. Come on now. All right, here we go. Let's get at some of this news real quick, because you know I'm super late. I'm late for a very important date. But last night we did the interview with Dr. Kelsey. Hopefully you get an opportunity to see it. I think I'm going to boost it. I'm thinking about boosting it, right? You know what I'm saying? But Brother Hunter, what you mean? I'm thinking about boosting it. Yep. Not stealing it, not that type of boost. But I'm thinking about boosting it. So we get more eyes on it. But family, it was a good interview. He did excellent. I gotta critique myself. I could do better. I'm gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying? So we had a great show, and be on the lookout because the book will be available. I'll be posting it up, and also this is gonna be one of the first projects that we're gonna be using. That we're gonna totally be using Ugenomics on, because soon as I get the go ahead, I am throwing on all those that are already on the list. I am going to put you on the Ugenomics list. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to be an affiliate on this. And so you're going to be able to take the picture and boom, and post it up and throw your link on there. Let's make it work. You know what I'm saying? The power of 6. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna be we using those numbers. We're using the system, and we're gonna make it work. And we just gonna prove a lot of people wrong. But anyway, Dr. Kelsey book the name of the book is 11 Steps for Organizing and Empowering African-Centered Organization for Victorious Living by Elder Mariba Kelsey. All right, let's go on and switch. And we're gonna go. Y'all already know I went down on the timeline because y'all know how Facebook be doing me. All right, so we did a lot of that yesterday. But we're gonna go down it real quick. Who that? Okay. All right. So we go up to the top of the, because I post a lot of news. I be, on my breaks, family. On my breaks, I be hustling. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm always working for y'all. Of course, we did Dr. Kelsey yesterday. I told y'all about that. So this one had reached a 202. All right, no private. Who's sending messages this early in the morning? And y'all know my computer's so everybody gonna see our business. So please be appropriate. Oh, of course it is. This is my ADOS group. What's up, fam? Let me go on and get them off of there. Get everybody. We don't need everybody up in our business. That's why you got a private group. All right. Come on. All right. So we did that yesterday. Warren Buffett has 2 ideas for ending inequality. Warren Buffett, he talking about ending inequality. They call him the Wizard of something. Was it Wizard of Nebraska, something like that? But I won't go through this, but you can read this for yourself. I'm always interested in seeing what some people's opinions are about it. He admits that there is a crazy gap, and there's a couple of ways that he suggests to help close the inequality gap. None of them are far enough, because the ultimate answer, reparations. I'm always combing these because nobody ever just wanted to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we got to teach people how to say it. We got to teach people to feel comfortable in saying it. We got to teach people that. And then we have to start enforcing it upon those who don't want to say it. That's called being a stubborn minority. You're going to form your lips to say this. I don't care how you feel about it, right? I mean, because really, that's politics. So we did folk tales for grown folks last night, and grown folks showed up. Elder Tony came. We had a good time. So we had 24 views, 55 people reached, 7 engagements. All right, so hey, did all right. So let's see. For Elder Mariba Kelsey, we had 61 people reach, 12 engagements. We had 33 views. So, like I said, we're gonna boost that. So I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So I'm gonna go and pin this up at the top. But now, let's see. Pin to the top of the page so I can find it. Boom, there we go. It's a pin. All right. All right. Oh God, no. Family, I promise. I am trying to get a faster computer. This computer is good. I'm still gonna use this one. What I'm gonna do is end up streaming from my bigger computer, letting that do all the encoding and stuff like that, breaking the stuff down, and it's gonna shoot it straight to this computer. Then this computer gonna do what it does, and they ain't gonna have to work that hard. We're gonna be able to talk, we're gonna have fun, and this computer is going to stream to my workstation. My workstation gonna take it, it's gonna do its encoding and all this, boom, 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 and it's gonna be able to drop it out at full 720p, 60 frames per second. So when I'm doing stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing stuff like that, you're gonna be able to see my hands. You ain't gonna just see no damn blurs, right? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be sport footage. We ain't at 1080p yet, but we will be getting it. We're gonna move to 1080p. But right now, we are able to do 720p at 60 frames per second. But the only reason we are not is because my equipment on this end can't handle it. My equipment on this end can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm saying, this is why I'm asking for supporters, because it's like, if we want to put out quality, right? And because actually, family, y'all are deserving of somebody being able to bring you the news 24/7. You are valuable enough that there should be somebody, even if you're not listening, throwing out information for you. And legit information, having legit conversations. And this is what we're striving to bring for you at Giammi Journey. And then on top of that, teaching young people how to come up behind us and do this and work the cameras and learn how to work these systems so that we could grow, right? So that we could grow as a people and have somebody speaking for you. Because some of this, some of this shit is fuckery. I mean, there's a lot of fuckery going on in the community, and a lot of people okay with it. I'm not. Daily this is what we just did. I did that. That's us. Look. Hashtag Daily Toast, hashtag Daily Toaster, hashtag Ujima, hashtag Ujima Day, hashtag Kwanzaa 365, hashtag Stubborn Minority, hashtag 22 Self-Help Process, hashtag Giammi Journey Media, hashtag That's Enough hashtags. Woo! All right. Anyway, got one view on that one. All right, Daily Toast, Ujima, that's us right there. We up right now. Oh, we got 7 comments. They won't tell us. We got 0 people reach, 0 engagements. But I got one person watching. That's what it's saying right there. I don't get credit for that. Shouts out. Oh, Cynthia says she waiting for Ambrosia. See, I don't know why your stuff is not coming through, sister. All right, Cynthia, we need to talk. Hit me up, right? Because I'm about to bottle them up tonight. I got a show at 8, so I'm gonna try to get home, and I'm bottling up the original, and I'm gonna start getting the other stuff together. So if you want a bottle, I got one for you. So you need to get with me. The Warren Buffett, we already did that one, so go and check that out. We got people too. We got people also. You know what I'm saying? Miss Steph, you need to get with me. So Birds of a Feather last night, 55 engagements, 24 views, 7, no shares though. No shares. So obviously I'm not producing content worthy of sharing yet. So I'm still working on it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get the video quality up and stuff like that. We're going to get my voice to match up with what I'm saying, to match up with what's coming, you know what I'm saying? So it's lined up. We're going to get that together. And we're going to move forward. But part of the issue is I'm using an IP camera, right? What that means is so this is streaming up to the cloud. The camera that I'm pointing at is streaming up to the cloud and shooting it back down to my Wi-Fi. It comes through my Wi-Fi or my IP network through my computer, right? And my sound is coming through this mic, trying to match up with that. Then we're mixing it and encoding it and then sending it out into the cloud, right? So they could be processed again and sent out to different networks, right? So we got YouTube, got 2 places is going on YouTube. We got Facebook, we got Facebook, we got D-Live, we got Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go and see if I get my Periscope back. I got kicked off of Periscope. My bot went crazy, but hey, that's a long story. Let's see. Where we at? Let's get down here to some of this news. Hey, here we go. Washington Post. I want y'all to read this foolishness. I want y'all to see this. This is the type of stuff that happens when you allow weak leadership. When we're not in a debate. See, this shit happens because we're not in the debate. What do you mean, Brother Hatem? We don't have no money. We don't have no money on. We got plenty of skin. But we ain't got no money, or as Doc say, the people resources to be able to put fuckery like this up out of the Capitol, right? Because family, listen, for a long time, I was with a lot of y'all when we was like, I'm not American. Just because you leave a log in, you know what I'm saying, or you put a biscuit in, you put a kid in the oven, no matter how long it sits there, it's not gonna become a biscuit. You put a cat in the oven and let it sit there for 500 years. The cat is never gonna become a biscuit. That's wise as hell. You could put a log in the river and let it sit for 100 years. It'll never be a crowd. Yeah, goddamn right. I agree. But you was born in America. You are affected by American politics. You are paid in American dollars. You live an American life. So, therefore, nigga, you are American. We have to grasp and we have to wrestle with this, right? Yes, we have African roots. Yes, we are an African tribe, but we are in America. And since we are here and we are affected by the politics and we are affected by the education system and we are affected by the social system and we are affected by the health care system and we are affected by the justice system, we need to take over. Wherever there's a majority of us, there needs to be a majority of us in leadership positions in government. Now, when you start seeing a majority of us in control in government, you're going to start seeing a majority of us in control of the businesses in those areas. You're going to see less of us going to jail. Why? Because we are assigning the judges, and more than likely either the judges look like us or the judges' philosophy line up very closely with ours. You're going to see the healthcare system improving. Why? Because usually the most successful doctors in that area is going to look like us, or their philosophy for taking care of us is going to line up very closely with ours. You're going to have smarter babies coming up. Why? Because the teachers is going to look like us, or their philosophies are going to line up very much with what our philosophies are. I'm starting to wonder, maybe some of us don't want to claim American because we don't want to take the responsibility. Because in many ways, we can unemploy a lot of the motherfuckers that's causing us a lot of problems. We have a sheriff that's causing us a problem. We could get rid of them. We got a police chief that's causing us problems. We could get rid of them. We got certain business owners around us that's causing us problems. We could get rid of them. Just saying, man. The U.S. plans to lend $500 billion to large companies. It won't require them to preserve jobs or limit executive pay. Now, look at this fuckery. You just had Turkey Neck McConnell. I swear to God, every time I see this man, I think of a turkey, especially with them glasses on. This motherfucker leads off with, we should let the states go into bankruptcy. Right? This, you know what I'm saying? And you know, going all the way back to Obama with this too big to fail, going back to all this shit. This whole we got companies too big to fail, but yet we don't have states. We got states that are in trouble now legitimately. Yeah, their books might have been fucked up before this, but they are in trouble legitimately. You can't tell me none of these companies that you bailing out, books are not fucked up. But yet, you would give $500 billion, which was more than they gave to the American people. Do the math. $500 billion to large companies. They're giving $500 billion to large companies. Now let me ask you a question. Large companies are in business to create products that people buy. Why finance the company when you can finance the people that buy from the companies, so that the American people can choose who stays in business and who don't by our dollars, not by government choice. See, government, what we don't understand, government picks winners and losers, and we're allowing them to decide who wins. And then they sit around and have debates about, well, we're going to let these banks go into bankruptcy, when the majority of our people work for government. We talking about the post office going under, them privatizing the post office. Do you know what that's going to do to the black middle class? Do you have any idea? I don't either, but we need to really look at that, because I know a lot of black people that work at, every time I look at a post office worker, one out of three of them look like one of my cousins. I'm just saying. So we need to be our ears need to perk up when they start talking about getting rid of shit that's very close to us in the state, any state. Talking about New York. Come on, family. Where they going? Come on. The U.S. plans to lend $500 billion to large companies. It won't require them to preserve jobs or limit executive pay. What kind of bitchcraft? That's bitchcraft. I'm just saying. Y'all read that yourselves. I'm getting too frustrated right now just thinking about this shit. $500 billion. That's more than they gave you. They're talking about here. Let me Digo, come on, highlight this for me. Oh, we need to, cause it won't. Hold on. Now we need the whole thing. We need the whole thing. Let's get the whole thing, Digo. Let's start over. So that this could stick with you for a second. I need to stick with you. Come on. I want to highlight. There we go. It won't require them to preserve jobs or limit executive pay. The Fed's coronavirus aid program lacks restrictions Congress placed on companies seeking financial help under other programs. Right now is not the time to be obvious about who's fucking who. You know what I'm saying? In these type of situations, if y'all doing y'all thing, you're not supposed to let everybody know. This is not the situation to do that. This is not the situation to turn around and give companies a big tongue kiss. Washington. See, we can stop a lot of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They passing those envelopes. Where ours? Where my envelope? Right? Come on now. I can't even get the money together to do a goddamn documentary. But you're not working hard enough, Brother Hotel. You're not working hard enough. You know what I'm saying? I got people. Listen. We are going to have a real discussion about the work that some of us do and some of the myths, because I've been trying to break down a lot of myths that we've been telling ourselves, or we've been allowing people to tell us, and we've been allowing people to get away with. All right? And one of those is that you're not working hard enough. You don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're happy with that excuse, then by all means, go and walk with it. Have fun with it. But I want some of us to really sit down and really look at how we working. Where we working, right? You know, because a lot of people say, well, we don't have, because we don't have enough entrepreneurs in our community. Entrepreneurship will solve the problem, but will it? Don't you know? I mean, because really, when it comes to it, the wealth and the amount of money that's in the community is what makes it possible for entrepreneurs to exist. It's not the other way around. Entrepreneurs don't provide the community with people to spend money. It's the people having the money to spend that make it possible for entrepreneurs to exist. It's not entrepreneurs making everybody else exist. Entrepreneurs need something to live off, which means there has to be wealth and money flowing in the community. And could it be that entrepreneurship and some of the other shit that we're talking about is not working in our community because we don't have the wealth to support the idea? Because when you go into entrepreneurial business, you have to have some money, or you got to have access to capital in order to keep it open. If you don't have access to that capital, or you don't have access to that wealth, then you are living, if you are even living, you know what I'm saying, on a shoestring budget where a sneeze can cause you to have to shut down your process. But if you're living in a community of affluence, if you're living in a community with some wealth, if you're living in a community with high income, and you have a necessary service, people will be able to get to you. People will be able to support you. People will be able to invest in what you're doing. People will be able to exchange value with you. We always find a way to blame ourselves. I want you to go back to that article that I read 2 days ago, where it talked about the slave making a slave, making a slave. We need to talk about that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find my old paper, because I did a paper on how to reverse the slave making process. I did that in my sophomore year of college, right? But it's like, you know, because there's a process to making, and there's a process to us coming out of, right? We need to we really need to talk about that, because we blame ourselves for a lot of shit that we have absolutely no control over. Downloads are falling. I want y'all to check this out. Washington Post. I wonder why the pictures ain't posting that. They being like, Brother Hatim, you're taking advantage. Yes, I am. Family, we talked about this a little bit. Food crisis. It's coming, especially for you meat eaters. But it's going to hit everybody. Trump orders meat plants to stay open in pandemic. I want y'all to check that out. Trump ordered meat plants to stay open in pandemic. Facilities are declared critical infrastructure for their role in the nation's food supply, even as many become virus hotspots. So in these plants, they become virus hotspots and they're closing. But now, the government or Trump, the Great Pumpkin, is saying that they have to stay open. Family. So now we're going to prematurely open the economy. We're going to expose more people to coronavirus. These meat plants are coronavirus hot zones. And you got sick people who are going to be commanded. They are a necessity. They are being commanded that they're going to have to continue producing meat. You got people that's sick. And right now, during the emergency process, the president has the power to, in a sense, commandeer your services and make it you actually breaking the law by not going to do your goddamn job. Because it's actually declared a national emergency. So how many people going to be coughing on our meat? You know what I'm saying? How long can coronavirus live on living flesh, or dead flesh? I'm just wondering, right? And why are these processing plants hotspots? And if meat production and food production are critical to the United States, why did we allow them to become monopolies? And this is far beyond Trump. So now, see, because listen, family, you could put on the Republican hat or the Democratic hat. There has been a long-term agenda and a long-term group of decisions that have been made by this group of individuals that are leading us in a certain direction. And I'm going to ask the question, if this is if food processing is such an important part, why did y'all spend more time debating whether or not a fucking cell phone company could merge with another cell phone company rather than debating the fact that we have a monopoly when it comes to food processing? To the point where if a food processor don't want to fuck with you, they could shut down your farm. Come on, family. Come on now. Y'all gonna read this for yourself. I'm irritated. It's on there. Y'all can see it. Washington Post. See, it supposed to have the pictures. I'm sorry. So we did DigiTV yesterday. Yesterday we did Folktales for Grown Folks. I don't know how many different ones got on. 75 people reached, 22 engagements, 26 views. More people going to work now. That's what it's showing me. Like, brother, Tim, we can't take no more videos. Come on. We got some more to go. Come on. So tonight, that's what I was trying to get to. It won't let me. I got to find a way to block this when I'm doing my show. You never know what's going to pop up. Never know. So I'm thinking some election stuff is coming through. All right. So tonight, let me go and get off of there. Can't allow y'all to see all my secrets. So tonight, we will be interviewing Brother Earl, C. Earl Allen Campbell III. All right. And we're going to be talking with him about his new book, The Art of Black War Against a Black Enemy. And the brother's going to come on. He's going to be talking about the uplift. The description of this book is the uplift, empowerment, and progress of African-American people has been sabotaged. Black African-American people has been sabotaged and interfered with by an elite secret fraternity of black African-American men for over 100 years. It's time that black African-American people knew who their black enemy is, where it is, how it operates, and demand that it stop negatively interfering in the affairs of black African-American people. Man, I'm going to talk with him about, because that could be ADOS, because basically what he's talking about is ADOS. We must also demand and implement our own national comprehensive black empowerment plan without our enemies sabotage, if we are to survive into the 21st century. So Brother C. Earl Campbell III will be in the house tonight at 8 p.m., and we're going to be chopping it up. We're going to be chopping up. Elder Lumina will have to teach us how to make a great black bean burger. Yep. Hey. Oh, that's good. Goddamn. All right, family, listen. I'm up because I'm running super late. And let me check one more thing, and then I'm out. Oh, okay, it's working again. All right. So I'll be late for that. Let's go on. All right. All right, let me go on back and make sure that my screen is set. All right. So, okay, cool. We up. All right. So where we at? All right, so we're going through all this. We still going through the news. Folktale for grown folks. It's up there. DigiTV Day. Boom, boom, boom. But this is what Cleve made for me for breakfast. I asked him to make me some ramen noodle for breakfast. I know. But hey, I just wanted y'all to see, he made it. Because, I take them to different restaurants. So we went to a ramen noodle shop. You know what I'm saying? He saw how they made it. He saw how ramen noodles could be. And, he did this. So now, the reason I wanted to show this is because I asked him, I said, I talk about an African heritage diet. Now, the noodles aren't necessarily part of that. But the greens, the vegetables are. But then that red tint in the soup that you see is palm oil. I use African palm oil, right? We have a relationship with our environment. So I love the palm oils. And I know a lot of people got a lot of negative things to say about oil, period. So, but it's cool. Look, some David Laddie, I dig it, man. Looking at it. KT Smith looks delicious. Thank you. I just want, like I said, I try to get Cleve involved in as much as possible. So we could, because the whole piece is we got to get them to start. We got to get our young people to start finding what it is that they love. Maybe it's cooking, maybe it's gaming, maybe it's computers, maybe it's, I don't know. But, I want him to be able to, have experienced a lot of stuff so that when it comes time for him to choose, he actually got a choice. Let's see, Jimmy. Yesterday's show was this Daily Toast Coogee Chaglia. 54, 14 engagements, 21 views. All right, I guess I can't ask for no more than that. So we kind of covered this dude yesterday. But yeah, just go back to the pandemic, please. Peace. So many of us gonna be demanded to come back to work or have to go back to work. But family, remember, be safe. Because like I said, remember this story from yesterday. Brother got diagnosed 3 different times with it. You know what I'm saying? So they really have no clue about what they're dealing with, right? And we need to go on and figure out something as far as us. And then also, as Dr. Kelsey brought up last night, Our symptoms may be totally different. I'm just like, and I mean, and this is a real piece. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to look at the baseline universality of white people and ignore what they call outliers. And family, you are outlier. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to universal health, like if you look at the measurements of a healthy 30-year-old man or a healthy 30-year-old woman, you may be outside of that because the parameters for that is the universal West Asian, not you. This is why it's important that we really start getting our people into some of these places so that we can really start having these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Some of these standards don't fit you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be tall and slim. You come from tall and slim people. You're going to be a little bit thicker. You come from a thick people. And you just got a big ass. I'm just saying, it's evolution, you know? That ass was for running, long distance running across the plains as we was building the world. I'm just saying. Anyway, this brother Hatim, I am out. Y'all have a great day. I'm out, family.